back. They do not have to make anything happen yet.
Rickley and Sadie are literally running around on builds that do not belong to them, and that is always a risky game at this level. They're just having to pickaxe their way through and try and rotate on the less congested side of the zone as they move on through. They're trying everything they can to just break their way into the zone, and that's what it's going to have to be for Coop, though. He has lost Nipsey, and now he has to find a big shot if he has any chance of staying in it. Hard finding ADN, though. They're the ones up above. They're the ones that hold all the power in this lobby now as they continue to look down. But the big thing is they have to find something and find something fast. ADN doesn't have builds.
No more builds. Both duos that have had high ground have ran out of resources here, but for Vico and Jackson, the powerful start to now in the late game, not any materials to work with, very low amount of shields, but for Sadie, they have the med mist, they have the chug splashes, but they have to recuperate it as the pressure comes through, the edits come in, but they survive, still moving forward.
Vaniak moving into the zone, and he has his eyes set on Vico, and he'll connect to the big shot, and maybe even find another one. The finish is going to be vital. He needed those materials onto his X, and so that will keep him going. He has a grapple glove as well to move forward. Vico eventually falls, but Vaniak has to be careful. We've seen him make crazy plays in the past, and now it's going to have to be another one. ADN, though, continuing to apply pressure from above and using that glove to just pull in materials. Sadie, though, running out of HP down below, and Vaniak is still going to keep it moving.
Vaniak showing his power. 9 duos up, 14 players as Norxie now forced it out alone. Shots coming in, connecting, gets in, gets the elimination. Norxie's down. Japo's down, and now Vaniak with 3 eliminations, harpooning up the loot, making use of that grapple glove, secures another elimination. That's 4.
Vaniak, 4 eliminations, plenty more action taking place down below. And hard finding ADN, they really do hold the keys, but they're struggling. They need to find everything. People are continuing to build above them, denying those opportunities for limbs. But for Charwa and Chari, they maybe are the ones that can steal things away. They now have seen Pablo down in the backside of the zone with Swag, running on E. They don't have much to work with, and so all they can use are their legs. Swag will fall. Pablo running back into the zone with the med mist, but eventually will be spotted, and Vaniak is the one to take him down, his 5th elimination of the game.
Vaniak is unstoppable currently, but there are still multiple duos up. These are the ones that want to secure that victory royale. ADN hardfind forced to lower the elevation to get down as Prachawa gets a knock, gets 2 eliminations more on the board, 6 just for Prachawa.
Prachawa is putting everything he can into this one. He knows what it means, he understands the moment, and so does Vaniak. Maybe those two will collide, and that will be something to ride home about. For ADN and Hardfind, though, they will wait for all of it to happen. All they need is a victory royale. They can't afford to get in over their heads.
4 players, 3 duos. This could be the opportunity for the duo up top. Prachawa healed. They go down. They get the elimination. Hardfind ADN now in the 2 versus 2. They are in zone. Their opponent is playing the heal off, but oh no, he's got it above. He has the high ground. Prachawa, will he be able to clutch it?
2v1 situation for ADN and Hardfind. All the hard work they put in this weekend comes down to this. Will Prachawa be able to deny it as a solo? Doesn't have much by the way of materials. The med mist isn't fruitful either, and maybe he realizes that he just needs to drop down and hit some shots, but they are ready. They are waiting. They are looking to climb back up. The mantle will come from Hardfind, and can he connect to the critical shot? He can. The final blows will go, and Hardfind and ADN will win.
Dandir, 30 builds to work with, has more than enough materials, says this could be a chance, this could be my opportunity. Looking above, deciding it's high ground to play. He builds up. Dandir up above, gets the builds, gets the height. It's still being contested though as Fork down below. Dandir goes down. Bubok and Diox, can they do it? They do. Both eliminations for this team. They are holding on to height.
What a shot from Bubak to keep his team in the running. Blatcher and Combeck, though, they're looking strong. We've seen them in these kind of positions before, and so now trying to replicate previous performances. Freebok will fall to 2-1 and Kai, who are back in another situation where they are so close to qualifying. Will they mess up though? Will they slip up? Will they trip? Bubak is not tripping though. Diox has fallen, and so it all rests on his shoulders.
A solo on the high ground, still a duo down below. Bubak now, so much pressure put on his shoulders, but is he strong enough to stay, to hold himself up as Fork goes for the retake? He gets cracked. 48 HP to work with. 1 shot is enough to eliminate either of these duos. Who is going to be able to connect the shot? Fork still above. Bubak looking for the angle, trying to get the connection, and he gets it. 5 eliminations for Bubak, and he is not letting go of this high ground.
Bubak does not care who you are. He just wants one thing, that's to stay on height, and he might send that message to 2-1 now as well, as he tries to use a harpoon to chop him out, but the harpoon is not going to be enough. He needs builds, he needs to try and mantle up, and there's nothing concrete there. So Booback will put a stop to him. That's the full stop on that one. And so now, in a 2v1 against Blackcher and Combeck, will Booback continue to hit crazy shots? It doesn't seem like it. Blackcher and Combeck are too much to handle. They will be in the finals. They go through.
Running through, avoiding danger. He has 32 builds. He does not need to risk an elimination yet. As Yapko now, already with 5, is hungry to get into this zone here. Only 9 builds to work with, refarming very quickly. The decisions, the quickness from this player, it's incredible. Right side of the zone, up top, has to take the shot. 90 connects, but now 39 HP. Just 4 ticks away from the zone. He pops the minis. Fork going in, taking the shots, has to be careful from behind. So many angles you can get shot from.
Fork and Pixie having to put on their bravest faces right now because they don't have much, but they can't afford to let anybody know it. Everybody moving across the mountainside, it is just on the side of this ridge. And so Top G and Advice, who were once on height, having to be forced down below. Fork is going to be the one that keeps applying pressure to them, but he has to be careful because he can't defend himself, but he can use his aim, and his aim will come through just for a moment though as he eventually goes down. Sky down below as a solo, just 5 builds remaining and 1 charge left in the grapple glove.
That low ground could be huge. If the zone doesn't pull back up, the players start dropping. Advice starts going down. His duo partner, Top G, is very low on HP here. He has to be careful, but Vikan down below, shooting his shots, grouping up with his duo partner, another duo on the same layer.
Vacant and Gun are so comfortable right now. They look so strong. They look comfortable. But Typo and Grapple Enjoyer, they are going to be the ones to try and break that comfort. Vortex falls into the trap of Gruden, and so he's going to be able to profit from that one. Vacant as well, going to look up to the skies to try and chop people out, and that exactly might be what he does. Chris barely holding on, just trying to stay alive. And as things go all the way down, everybody being forced together now.
Polly getting an elimination up top. His duo partner above is going to be forced to drop, but for Grapple Enjoyer, Typo, the shots come in. They go down. Polly now Vic6. 2 players up. The 2 versus 2 high ground versus the lower ground here, but you have to be careful. There's a big drop.
Vacant and Gruden, they realize the moment, and so they're looking to build up for it. Very, very low materials and having to hit big shots, but Polly will fall, and so Vix is now in a 1v2. What can he do? He misses the shot, and that might just cost him. He has to hit huge, and he can't do it. Vacant and Gruden will win the game. They're going to the FNCS finals. Fakey, as a solo, down on low HP, has the med mist to heal up and has a bit of time as well. Robab though doesn't really have time on his side, having to mantle, skip and jump around, try to escape, and he's got the right angles, but no, he will be spotted. Panada is the one to pick him up, and Clement was nearby as well. Yakpo and Karma still alive as a duo, but looking very, very weak right now.
Vortex, High Chris, another duo that is still standing. Clement goes down. We see Karma. We see Fakey down below. They get themselves into the engagement as the zone has a sudden change. The elevation going down. Top G, 3 eliminations, 40 HP on the board, forced to pop his mini shields as Yapko continues his rotate. Grapple Glove, uses come in, charges, but materials all-time low. 0 builds to work with, but he finds the materials, he finds the loot.
The Siphon mats will be just enough for Pab. He would love to have any sort of Siphon right now, because in the zone, without much HP and without much builds, it's looking rough. High Chris is looking rough in terms of HP, but he's doing his best to stay up in the zone. He does have Vortex with him, but for how much longer? Vico in the zone will eventually fall. Pab is still waiting, still using all that he has, and will finally look to push his way on in.
5 eliminations for Pab, just like there's 5 duos up. 8 players, has only 1 cord for heals, gets his nutrition, and now has to get these shots. Could just 1 pickaxe away to open up the opportunity, but it's dangerous. He does it. He connects. That's another elimination for Pab.
Pab is doing everything in his power to stay in the game, and he's picked up 1 onto wings as well. 7 eliminations thus far, and he's putting that striker to good use. But can he continue to do it? This seems that way. Pab will pick up another, and maybe even another almost. Curb will take him out, and Curb will fall as well. It was so much action happening in the back of the zone, but and hit some key shots. Mixon and Arta will hit some key shots. Zeston eventually being the one they take out. PKR and Teak, are they looking for high ground right now? It does seem that way, and maybe they're hitting the right shots, looking for the piece, but isn't able to get it. And finally, will hit the crucial shots that he needs, but he'll go down as well. Stompy falls, Drew's still up, and PKR is also in that situation, but he falls now, all the way to his doom. Drew, what can he do? Can he catch up?
Playing as a solo, 5 eliminations, no more Medinus, forced to use the chug splashes with the duo. Looking back in zone, they know he's there. They're applying the pressure. They're stopping him from getting in. But Vaniak, Korm on the low ground, on the mid ground, looking to go up to the high ground, up above, taking shots. They connect. this could open up an opportunity to build up.
Hero and Banwise have finally left the time chamber that is South Jones's fights, and now they sit above the lobby. Maybe all of their hard work, their trials and tribulations were worth it, and there is a team that it could be the ones to stop it. Vaniak and Kami. Vaniak has evil intentions with the grapple glove in hand. He continuously will look up to height, but maybe just use Karma to temper his emotions. Payne down below with Razor, looking to do some damage, and Swag and Pap will not be able to do any as they have fallen.
Jari with elimination after elimination, but now Ardor going down. The shot comes through. Payne now 3 on the board, connecting, going back to his duo partner, throwing the chug splashes, recuperating the shield and HP he lost. But for Perchawa, no more materials to work with. They have to pick a side. It's the right one. Now looking above, hitting the shot, 96. It's not enough for the crack, but they continue. They break through, mantling in, looking for the option, looking for the shot, as now the opportunity arises, building up, going up, still no builds to work with, gets cracked, gets taken down.
Oh my goodness, Perchawa has fallen, and so that leaves Cherry in a situation that he would not want to be in. Banwise and Kuro, they still do sit above, but Kami and Vaniak still remain the ones that could be the people that spoil their party. But Vaniak, Kami, is it going to be that? Are they going to continue to look up, or will they realize the weakness is down below? Raisin and Pena, Raisin looking to try and protect himself, but with just wood left and not many builds available, it's going to be difficult. The zone's continuing to pull away, and Vaniak and Kami finally looking to build up for height. Vaniak now looking to try and piece control, looking to try and find the cone, and isn't going to do it. He needs to be careful because his teammate has fallen. Kami hasn't, but Vaniak will connect. That will be his third, and looking for even more now as well. Vaniak, can he take height? He can, and he picks up another. Kuro will fall, and Banwise will follow. Vaniak, how are you doing this? This isn't even fair. He now has a 1v2 situation against Raisin and Pena, and will he be able to hold on? Can he continue to be the GOAT right now?
Vaniak is unstoppable. 5 eliminations, but now he's forced. He has the disadvantage. It's the 1 versus 2. Pena, Raisin on the low ground. Vaniak choosing his options. He's up above. He has the elevation, but he's down. He does not have the player advantage. Raisin now looking above. They're looking to make a play. They want to build up. He has no hard heals. He has no med kits, no med mist, nothing to heal the zone here. He has to connect his shots. He has to get these eliminations. This is not an easy situation to be in, but he is 1.
Oh my
he is 2. Just 1 more shot needed for the 1 versus 2. Vaniak.
Oh my gosh!
7, 8 eliminations. The 1 versus 2. But only 7 builds for Jackson. The materials are going to be crucial here. It's going to force them into a dangerous situation. But for Pob, for Swag, they've gotten an opportunity. They've gotten a knock, and they want to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and they found it. Olda is the one that they will pick up. And so that leaves Splash all alone. But they need to be careful now that they don't get dropped themselves. Not comfortable one bit, and not going to be able to survive in the box. They both fall, it seems, and Vico and Jackson have fallen. So many of these teams going down in the top 6. What is going on? It's only really Fakey and Freemoke that survive now. And so this is their moment. This is their chance to do everything they can to break a final push.
They can clutch it up here. They're in the 5th place, but for how long? Splash now in 8th. His duo partner has gone down. It is all on him. The weight getting heavier and heavier as the rotate comes through. The resources are being reserved. Only 1 more shot left on the grapple glove, but the pressure is being applied. And for the high ground, it's Ju, it's Stompy. They weren't successful in the last match, but they want to make it happen now.
There's definitely a chance that they can qualify if they make the right plays. Mixon and Arto, they've taken their chance. They've moved their way up into the top 4. They currently hold that position, but with no materials, how much longer can they even hold a spot in this lobby? Chopped out, Zux and Kovacs will be, but back up, they will build. They hold high ground, and this is their moment now outside of the top 6.
This could be their time to shine. In the 22nd place, they need the victory royale. They have to win this match, but for Pixie, 1 placement off being in the cutoff 7th place spot. The shots come through, the build being broken, just needing to connect, needing to make it to the zone. 20 HP, almost brought down to 10, just 2 ticks away.
One of the few games where you get to see them in as a duo in the end game, and instantly Pixie falls, and so Fork now with so much pressure on him. Mixon barely surviving, literally 1 more second and it would have been his doom. Robert and Watts are up above. They've claimed 1st place back to themselves, and now they're looking to close out the lobby. They can steal the victory royale from a team outside that top 6, and they might still force life away from him.
They don't just want the top one. They don't want the first place. They want the victory royale and the first place. But for Karma and Yapko here, 4 eliminations on the board. Ju playing a solo now. Stompy is goes down, but the perfect position. The shots coming through. 19 white, but Ju gets cracked. 16 HP to work with. He gets the knock, but just 2 ticks away from going down to Storm.
He just needs to stay alive and wait for the Siphon to come in. Only a matter of seconds, but he has to hit this crucial shot. No, he falls just outside the top 6, and Karma will also fall as well. And so Yapko, who hits in 4th place, can stay up and pick up some eliminations on the way. He gets some as well. Yapko is insane. How has he managed to do this? Just with left and the players on his lobby, he needs to stay low.
Bumped up to the 3rd place spot. He's in the qualifying range, but for Rabab, for Walks, they are dominating on the high ground. They want to maintain this. They want the crown. They want the victory royale. The pressure being applied. Yapko still up, still playing as a solo. 10 charges on the grapple gloves, materials, shields, everything on the line. But for Curb, Wings now, they have to play it out as a duo, and they need the victory royale.
Curb needs a victory royale. Bandwise needs a victory royale. The victory royale, so essential for so many of these teams, but there are power players up above them. Curb and Wings will stop Tuan and stop him out. Bandwise now looking up, trying to cause an issue for Roban, and they don't appreciate that. They will force him back down. He doesn't have a say, and actually they might even look to take him out early. Curb and Wings doing everything now to stay in the game. 15th place, and so needing this victory royale, and it's gonna be tough. It's a 2v2.
The 2 versus 2, the last moments of the last match. Wings building up Curb shortly after, but Rabab, Walks, they have the advantage. They have the positioning. They need to connect the shots. It's all that's left. 1 comes through. The 2 versus 1, and Walks and Rabab take game 6.
The Swedes will be well on their way to the FNCS final.
Let's go!
So close.
Reese, I want to start with you. How
Yes.
you feeling, my boy?
Our boys, Vico and Jackson, just clutched through in 6th. They can thank the Kebab boys for winning that game.